next book that I picked up?
I'm gonna figure out how to use one of these because I don't know. Can't show the brand. She's gonna go back and look at this.
I worked so hard on this paper. Let me tell you guys.
Oh no. No. Teddy, no. Uh-oh, don't look at that.
Hi guys, welcome back to Megan and Will, or Megan Will's vlog channel. I think it's been 2 months since the last video that I uploaded, and it is now December. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update in our life. I'm wearing this Cocker Spaniel sweatshirt. You're probably like, Megan, what are you wearing? My grandma gave this sweatshirt to me when I was like in high school or younger. I don't even know. The first update that I want to begin with is my school. I think in the last couple of previous vlogs that I filmed, I talked about it was like around August and I began my semester in graduate school. Now that it's December, I'm kind of finishing that semester up, so I wanted to give you a little updates with that. I took 2 classes. They were both online. I just finished one of my classes on Sunday. We did our last final on Sunday. The second class that I have, my final is next week. So I have one more final and I'm completely done. I have just one thing left to do and I'm done with the semester. I'm gonna be preparing for that final in this vlog. I'm gonna be kind of doing a more productive little stay-at-home video. I took a SPED class, which is kind of like a special education class. They teach you a little bit about that. I personally am not going into special education. And the second class was my quantitative education research class. I've had this professor last semester and I love her. I really like her. For this whole class, we ended up writing a proposal. Honestly, can actually be used in a dissertation, which is if you choose to go and get your doctorate's degree. I'm not using this as a dissertation. It was kind of like a practice for a dissertation. For this paper, it was 3 chapters, and I think in total my paper ended up being about 43 pages front and back. I'll show you guys in a minute. I'm super proud of this paper. It was months of research, months of work. I actually got my grade back yesterday, I believe, and I got a 97, which is amazing. I worked so hard on this paper, let me tell you guys. So this was my paper that I did parental involvement as a predictor of student achievement. We had to create a table of contents because it was so long. The chapter 1 was the background of the study, SES and parents' highest level of education, student sex and race. This was all of my covariant that I looked at. I also looked at expectation. My dependent variable was GPA. My research questions, my hypothesis, the significance of the study, definition. So you had to explain basically everything. You had to explain like SES because some people don't know what social economic status is, parent-student communication, what that is, gender. And then this is my chapter 2. This is basically all previous literature that has been written in the past. So like we had to include the significance, the p-values of each study that we did. Here's some more. There's a lot over here. I think we're getting to chapter 3. Chapter 3 was the methodology. So this chapter pretty much was all about the study that I'm doing. I had to talk about my sample, where my data was coming from. I used the educational longitude study, talked about that, talked about the design of my study. I did a descriptive correlation study, the instrumentation of the study, talking about this was like a survey. Okay, what else? Oh, this was still all measurement, data collection, how the data was collected for this study. All of these were my variables. Every study has limitations unless you're doing a truly like experimental study, but most studies are going to have limitations. So this was my limitations section. And then finally I have my data analysis, which was done through a hierarchy multiple linear regression. And then obviously I have to have my references, which included a lot because we had to do a literature review. So all I have to do is just pass this final. I obviously want to make an A. I want to do good. As long as I do good on this final, that is next week, I can say that I have maintained a 4.0 in my graduate school, which I'm very proud of. I've worked really hard. It's not been easy. And so that's kind of where I've been at, what I've been doing. Will's just been doing his thing. He's been working a lot. He's actually at work right now. And the second update is I actually ended up leaving my job in October. And the biggest reason that I left was because I was working almost 37 hours a week as a part-time. 40 hours is like full-time. The paper got to be be so much work that it was just too hard to do both, which I think everything works out for a reason. The second that I ended up leaving, they actually cut back all of PRN's hours, and there are some girls there that are working like 7 hours a week, and so it was a drastic cut. I would have got my hours cut back. I wouldn't have been able to stay with the job because I do have to pay an apartment, like our rent, so I would have had to find something else anyway. You know, I love my grandparents to death. They support me through everything just like my parents do. They knew that how important school was for me and how hard I was working, and so he offered to let me come over there, work throughout the week, and he will help me pay until I get out of school so I can become a teacher. I would have had to leave my job anyway in the summer because I go into student teaching. It's like a job itself. You are student teaching every day, so it was just something that was on the verge of coming, and it just came a lot faster, but I'm very grateful because I was able to put school first and came out with a win. I will let Will kind of talk about his updates if he has any whenever he gets back home. Yeah, but it always asks, are you still watching?
Well, I got home from work. We are dropping off some Thanksgiving leftovers, one of our dinners, to her grandparents, and then we're going to drop off some recyclables, go to the grocery store, and go to the gym, and then go to the recycling Papa's grocery store gym.
Good morning everyone, welcome to Wednesday, or the next day of this vlog. 7:47 and I'm sitting on my couch right now. I haven't gotten dressed or anything for the day, but I'm planning on going to my grandparents' house today. I have to put away some dishes. It is now 10:20. Teddy, oh my gosh, you guys, I wish I would have filmed it this morning. I'm gonna sit down for a minute. Teddy slept in till I think it was like 9:30 before he got out of bed. Also, last thing before I get ready to leave, I definitely showed reading this in the last vlog, but I wanted to say that I did finish A Court of Silver Flame. This was the last book in the ACOTAR series, and I was so sad to finish the series. I also started a new book. Let me go grab her. This is the next book that I picked up, and obviously, yes, it is Sarah J Maas. This is the Crescent City series. The first ever series that I started with Sarah J Maas was her Crescent City series. This is the third book. It just came out this year. This series is tied to this series. I didn't know that, so I started with this series first. So I read her first two books, and she came out with this book this year. I read her first two books last year. So then after I read the first two books, one of my friends at work told me, no, Megan, you need to start with this series, because when you finish the second book of this series, the end of the book introduces itself as like, hi, my name is, and that's like the end of the second book. And so then we're getting into the third book. Before I started the third book, I wanted to make sure I was completely finished with it. The thing is, though, guys, is if you are reading Crescent City, or you want to read Crescent City series, you can 100% read them by themselves without reading ACOTAR. I wouldn't recommend reading the third book without reading ACOTAR. Obviously, I'm nowhere near, like, I'm only on chapter like 3 of this book. I definitely wouldn't recommend reading this book until you've at least gotten to know the characters in ACOTAR. So if you want to get into reading Sarah J Maas books, I would 100% start with ACOTAR, the ACOTAR series. But the ACOTAR stands for A Court of, and then I don't remember what the first book is, but the ACOTAR comes from each letter of the first book's name. That's why it's called the ACOTAR series, because every book is a court of something, like Wings and Ruins, Silver Flames, Frost and Starlight. I don't know why I can't remember the first book, but anyway. So, if you're wondering why it's called that, I love reading. I think it's great, and I asked for Fourth Wing for Christmas, that series, which is not Sarah J Maas, but I love any books for Christmas. Like, I'll read anything, any book, but I really just got into fantasy books last year, and they're so good. So that's my reading update for you guys. I'm in my car right now and I'm getting ready to go to my grandparents for the day. It's 11:35. I did pack a sandwich because, like I said, I'm trying to eat healthier. This morning I had, it was kind of a flop today. I'm not gonna lie, it was a flop. This morning I had some toast with almond butter and I had a banana. I was gonna drink my protein shake, but I ended up mixing the wrong protein powder. Our protein powder, the one I'm used to using, takes 1 scoop and I ended up mixing one that was supposed to take 2 scoops and I only put 1 in it, so I didn't even count it, to be honest. But for lunch I packed a sandwich, avocado, mixed green, hummus, cucumbers, bell pepper, and it's supposed to have shredded carrots, but I just did not feel like shredding carrots, so we just left that part out. So that's what I'm gonna have for lunch.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night underneath the mistletoe, and I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. The snow is falling down and the storm is on its way, but as long as you're around, everything will be okay.
We are leaving my grandpa's house.
All I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin out in nowhere.
Ring the bell, you didn't ring it.
Just us and no one else.
Yes, come on.
I've decorated everything to be perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Another year went by, but the difference this time is that ever since July, I've been happier than I have ever been. It's safe to say that my love for you is true. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I long for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything till we perfect.
We're in the car. It's almost 11. It's 10:58 and we're gonna go to my grandparents for the day. Will actually didn't have work. He always gets 1 day out of the week off. It varies every week, so not every week is like Thursday, but so we went fishing this morning and he actually has to be back no later than 1 because he went with a friend.
Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you.
Hey, let's go. You little stink butt. You little stinker. Alright, you guys, we are getting ready to go. Will texted me and said that we're gonna meet his mom at Hobby Lobby at 4:30. We're gonna get wrapping paper. Wrapping paper and tissue paper. Those are like the 2 things that we need. Hobby Lobby is one of those places that you just buy too much.
Hello. Went fishing this morning. It's about 20-something degrees. Didn't catch anything. Froze. We're going to pick up some food and go Christmas decoration shopping with my mom at Hobby Lobby.
Good official morning.
Good official morning.
Ding. We're seeing if this is our FedEx package.
I think mine's USPS, so.
Well, mine's also USPS, so I'm not getting anything.
This is Megan's present, and the brand name's all over the box. It will be a dead giveaway.
I thought it was supposed to come today.
It is supposed to come today. It's on delivery. I'm waiting, but hopefully I can get home before you do when I leave to go to work, and I can find it and hide it and wrap it, or you even know what hits you.
Will you do a Hobby Lobby haul?
Hobby Lobby haul?
Yeah.
I picked out my wrapping paper, which is little reindeers.
If you get a package from Will, you're getting reindeer.
Clothing boxes. Got some more clothing boxes. Half off, Hobby Lobby. Great time of year.
No, FedEx.
He's talking.
Ah, it's definitely not for us.
He's talking, it's not one. Clothing box. I picked out a bag also. That was the best bag we had, I think. Megan picked out the tissue paper, gingerbread men, peppermints, red. It's all good stuff. Megan got her pooper scooper.
That's for our scent beads.
There's scent beads.
Hobby Lobby haul.
Hobby Lobby haul.
10 minutes later, we have the USPS, which is actually one of my mom's presents. It's supposed to be coming through them. We're gonna see if he stopped. Will's got a package coming. Oh, here he goes. Let's see if he stopped.
Please stop,
Oh
please
God.
stop.
Oh no.
Why did they get their stuff?
Not looking good, Will.
Don't.
Don't look. Oh my God. The guy circled back around. Good morning, everyone. I have Teddy here with his tennis ball. He had to ring his tennis ball this morning. I'm gonna work on my final again today. Guys, we are headed home. I'm leaving at 3:30. I used to leave closer to 5, but traffic in the afternoons was too bad, so I just started leaving a little bit earlier. Also, I don't like to leave when I don't like to drive home when it's dark. We're gonna go home, and we do have to pick up Teddy's dog food because he's out of dog food, but I think I'm gonna go home first and go out with Will, and then we might take Teddy in the store and let him pick out like a toy or something. So
I guess it's time to play the game. Gosh. Alright. Oh yeah, talk about that red reindeer. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna figure out how to use one of these because I don't know. Used up all of them. I need a trash bag. Tape, scissors, coffee, a bunch of Hobby Lobby stuff. Tissue paper, we'll use that in a moment. Will's custom picked out bag. Pooper scooper. We already know who the Teddy one's going. It's going to Megan. She's gonna get the Teddy. We're ready to go. Let's start with this one. Whoop, whoop. Can't show the brand because she's gonna go back and look at this. I don't think it says it there, but we're gonna start with this one. Don't be looking. Santa's watching. I haven't done this in over a year, so we're gonna get a little bit rusty. And I've gotten worse at gift wrapping. When I was a kid and helped my mom, I was pretty good for a kid. It's just gotten sloppier now. I don't find the joy in it I used to. I used to take great pride in the wrapping. Now it's just frustrating. Megan and my grandmother, I'll make sure those two try to impress them. Wiener dog. Megan, you know Megan's gonna get all the wiener dogs.
Yeah, distract her, Teddy. Distract her. Distract her. Distract her. She doesn't say. That's not for you. That's not for you, Teddy. I know, you've been a good boy, but that's not for you. No, no. No. That's not for you. Teddy, no. No, that's not for you. No. No. Well, it's looking a little light, but uno dos? Not uno dos. That's one, too. Numero dos? Numero dos back here. Back in his own little spot. Just gotta fill the holes. I got a lot of holes to fill, but it's only, what, December 5th? December 4th? So we got time, don't we, Teddy? We got time. We got time. We got time.
we actually don't.
Thought there's a label. There's a labor. Wait, whatever I'm trying to say. There's a labor strike. We can't do it. Stocking looking a little empty. You have to close your eyes and bring stocking stuffer out. All right, Teddy. Go tell her. Go tell her. All right, close your eyes. Close your eyes. We're stuffing socks over here. Hey, no cheating. Why can't I speak? Stuffing stocking. Keep an eye on her. I said stuffing socks. This is gonna be hard to do. We're gonna have to put this on my armpit. Little elf put that one in there. Elf put them two in there. I think we got room for a couple more. We got room for a couple more, Teddy? Let's... Oh yeah, there's some room for some more. He said there's a lot of room in his. He coughs when he drinks water. He does this every single time. No worry. He cannot take a sip of water without coughing. He's just special. Teddy, look at this thing. This wrapping paper. How can we do this with one hand? I'm gonna show you how easy this is. Uh-oh, don't look at that. Ah! Well, it's a lot easier with 2 hands. Yes, thing is very nice. I was gonna do a cute little product review video. It's gone terribly. All right, this thing does work really well when it can fit on that. I had to do a couple presents to be able to fit in there. And that's it. That's all she wrote for today. All right, where's this one gonna go? You like that? How's the artistic juices flowing on that one? He's gonna go back here with his buddy so they don't feel lonely. No looking. No looking, Megan. I got my elves watching. My elves are watching. Make sure you don't look. Merry Christmas.